So the first step is open the system unit by sliding this case. So after opening the case, you need to unplug all the cable that's connected to the motherboard, like the PSU cable, the cable here in the side, the cables rather, here in the sides, which is the USB port and the audio port and other peripherals, and the cables here mismo in the motherboard. Now, slowly unplug the cables that's connected here in the motherboard. For example, the SATA cables na nagcha-transmit ng data from the hard drive to the motherboard and other peripherals. The SATA power connector, 4-pin power connector, 24-pin power connector, and other cables. So, slowly, gently lang ang pagtanggal. Don't force it. It's slow. Here, the back. Here, then. Now, after unplugging all the keyboards, you can now remove the hard drive. So, in order to remove the hard drive, you need to loose the screw sa gilid. So, here it is. Then, take it. Be careful and make sure to keep this one safe or, yeah, safe. Next is slowly unlock here sa gilid. As you can see, may lock dyan. So, slowly pull it. Slowly lang. Then, gently pull it up. So, here it is, the hard drive, along with CPU. So, after taking out the hard drive, we can now remove the PSU or the power supply unit. So, in order to remove it, as you can see, meron siyang 4 na tornilyo or screws. Ito siya, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's 5 pala. So, you need to gently screw that. Or loosen the screw rather. Yan. Yeah. So, after loosening up the screws, gently remove the power supply unit along with its wires. After removing the PSU or the power supply unit, we need to remove the memory modules. So in order to remove that, as you can see here, this is a memory slot and this is the memory module and this is the lock. So we need to slowly pull that along with here and then. Now, to remove a memory module, you need to hold it at the side. Always. So, read this. Then remove the other one, still holding it from the side. After removing the memory modules, we can now remove the motherboard. So, in order to remove the motherboard, we need to loose the screws. So, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, let's start. Wait. After loosening all the screws, you can now safely get the motherboard out of the case. So gently, slowly pull it up. Here it is. So after getting the motherboard out, kailangan natin kunin ang ating CPU. So before we do that, let's take the CPU fan first. So as you can see, it has 4 locks. So you need a flat head screwdriver to unlock it. So after unlocking the lock, you can now gently remove the CPU fan. So here it is. So ito na ang ating CPU, or this is our CPU socket, and nasa loob ang CPU, of course. So to be able to get the CPU, we need to open this lever here first. So we need to slowly hold it like this, and then slowly push it up, and then pull, and open it up, and this is our CPU. Now slowly take the CPU out. So you need to hold it at the side. You need to be very, very careful. So again, hold it from the side. Always hold it from the side. So here it is. We need to secure this now. So this is our motherboard. Now let's put it together with the lineup components. So here it is, from the hard drive, PSU, the motherboard, CPU fan, the memory modules, the CPU, and these things. So all lined up. Now that concludes our disassembling video. Let's now proceed to assembling. Let's go. So now let's proceed to reassembling the system unit. So first, let's put the CPU inside the CPU socket. So again, always remember to hold it at the side. So slowly, and then close. So after putting the CPU in the CPU socket, we can now put the CPU fan on top of it. So, sorry about that. You put it here slowly, and then simply press the lock. It's already locked. To lock it in place. After pressing it, grab a flathead screwdriver rather, and lock it in place. So after putting the CPU fan, you can now connect this to the CPU header. So it's usually found here. Here it is. There's a label written here. As you can see, CPU fan. So you just have to connect this here. So after that, we will now proceed with putting the RAM modules back. So let's start by releasing the locks first. Simply need to push that back slowly, and then put the RAM modules in. Always remember to hold it by the side. Put it in slowly. And then lock. So after preparing the motherboard, we can now put it back into the case, slowly as possible. Forward. After putting it in place, we need to screw it back. So here we go. So after securing the motherboard in place, you can now connect the cables back. So we can use the USB port, the audio port, and the power button that's found here on the side. So as you can already see, there's already label. So all you have to do is connect it to its corresponding label also. So for example, this is a USB cable, so you need to put it back here. Next is the audio, simply back here. To put it slowly. The reset here. This one here. And this one. So done. So after connecting all the cables, you can now put the power supply back. So put it slowly along with its wires. And then screw it in place. After that, connect the cables, like the 24-pin connector and the 4-pin connector. This one. Get here. After connecting all the cables, you can now put your hard drive back. So you need to keep it in place slowly. and then screw it in place. So as you can see, buo na siya and naikabit na ang dapat maikabit. So the last step is close it. And that concludes our assembling and disassembling.